Hello, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Talk with Immigration Attorney Brian D. Lerner. You'll notice that I have my new Sennheiser headphones and mic. I've received a few comments that the audio was a little difficult to hear in the prior one, so hopefully this will be better, and hopefully it'll be crystal clear as they had advertised. Okay, in this particular episode, I'd like to talk about the prosecutorial discretion and what is it. Okay, now I have other videos that I've done specifically on, for example, the new memos that were issued out some time back on what is prosecutorial discretion and when to use it and so forth. And I'd like to just give sort of a generalized overview of prosecutorial discretion and when it's a good time to consider using it. Now, what exactly is prosecutorial discretion? Well, it's really what it says. When immigration comes after you and puts you in removal proceedings or wants to deport you or any number of things, what happens is they are prosecuting you essentially under immigration laws in order to execute what it is that they want to do. So when you submit a packet for prosecutorial discretion, there's all kinds of stuff that you put in there. When I do it, the attorney cover letter, declarations, affidavits, all kinds of stuff. But the bottom line is that the prosecutorial discretion is meant to ask ICE or USCIS to use their discretion to not prosecute. That's really what it's asking. And so, basically for someone who could be in removal proceedings, someone who has already been in removal proceedings, someone who is going through all kinds of different immigration procedures, the prosecutorial discretion can be used at any time. Okay, it doesn't mean that it should be used at any time, and it doesn't mean it will be granted at any time, but what it does mean is that it will be available in certain circumstances. So what circumstances basically are there? Well, we'll start with the easy one. Let's say you're in removal proceedings and you've just overstayed, but you've been here 20 years, you have kids and grandkids born here, you don't qualify for anything for whatever reason, you have no criminal history. These are the fairly obvious ones where you can submit the request for prosecutorial discretion, and what will happen is they will be able to make it so that they won't put you in removal proceedings, and or if you're already in removal proceedings, they will terminate it, and essentially you won't be deported. You won't get permanent residency or citizenship, but then again you won't be deported from the U.S. and it does two things. One, it stops the deportation, and two, it allows you time for hopefully something else to come about, which might be better, which might allow you different ways in which to proceed forward. So if you're in a particular situation where you need to essentially get out of removal proceedings, or you've already been removed but want to come back, or you're possibly going to be put into removal proceedings, prosecutorial discretion is a good avenue to take, essentially when you have no other avenues, okay? And where you are not being targeted to be essentially removed because of criminal history, because of something which makes you removable other than the fact that you have not been here for some time out of status, but it can also be used on the other end too. I mean, if you have crimes, several crimes, but there's different things that you're doing to try to vacate them, if you're going to be persecuted in your home country, if criminal relief is going forward, all kinds of stuff to at least give some time for you to do it, that can also be used for prosecutorial discretion. So it is a very wide net that catches these types of petitions if they're done properly. So if you like the video, click like, subscribe. Feel free to give my office a call for a free consultation, and we'll go from there. More on the coming videos.